Well, hello there. It's been a week roughly, but the axe has been unsheeted again, and this means we are back with day 3 of the PUBG Nordic League Season 6, and I hope the Nordics are as ready as my axe, cause we will join that fight like it's Friday afternoon and it's time to party. Let's hope they are ready, because before we will hop into the matches, we will at least check out what our leaderboard says. And as you can see, Storenam so far are in the lead with 127 points after day 2. 103 points for Periculum Tormentum. Then we have 101 points, or LUL, for the Division Vikings. 87 points for Amigos Locos, 81 for Perpetuo Feia, 74 for the Blue Zone Wanderers, 68 for Sammy Gamers Black, 66 for NWP. Then we have 61 for the Titanic Soldiers, 57 each for 354 Esports and Thirst Traps, 52 for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage, 48 for Next Level Gaming, 46 for Old Grumpy Man, 26 for the Valuable Veterans, and last but not least, 25 points so far for Nadingar. But nonetheless, there's only 1 point they need to catch up to get ahead of the Valuable Veterans again. Because, as you all know, tiebreaker are the placement points, which means, due to having less kills, Nadingar has obviously more placement points than the Valuable Veterans. So if they get 1 more point, they are back on rank 50. But maybe they want to get even more points, and that's possible because we still have some more days to go. At least 1 today, plus next week, and then another 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it 5 days in total? Let me check. Because my plans are not in order. Nope, it's only today and next week. We have 2 play days on Saturday, on Thursday, and on Friday. So, yeah, 3 more days. And one of those will start today. So let's see if the players are ready. I am. It says he's going to start now. We have almost enough players. So there's 1 player missing. All right. He will not make it in time. He has some issues with downloading the update, it seems. But nonetheless, we are starting with match number 13 in total, or match number 1 for today. I'm gonna refer to it as match number 1 henceforth today. But nonetheless, I hope you are ready. It's Friday night, and it's time to party. So let's hop into the action of the PUBG Nordic League Season 6. Well, at least as soon as the lobby is ready. All right, cam is working. Just wanted to check it before that. So yeah, let's hop into the action. We have still a few spots to go to before we will be ready. But I can already see the map, and this means it's time for Miramar. As you can see, match number 13, lower finals today. My name is Invi. I'll be your caster for the evening. If you want to check out the upper finals, you can do so by checking out TGO's channel, official TGO here on Twitch. You can find him in the description, as well as with !cast. That should show his channel as well. I'm gonna post it for you in the chat. There you go. So official TTO is his channel. That's the upper cast. I'm doing the lower cast. If you want to check out what you might have missed, you can find those on my YouTube channel, which is also linked in the chat, where you can find day 1 and day 2 already. The other days will be also linked there and uploaded there, as well as here on my Twitch, as long as the VOD will stay there. So As you can see, this is our plan pass. We start slightly to the right of the Oasis and end up at Partona, which means the players have a good amount of cities and compounds to jump to. Nonetheless, not all teams will get their preferred loot spot, maybe. And we'll see where this will take them. And this is plane number 1 for the day. A beautiful blue sky taking that plane with them. 63 players for match number 1. With obviously 16 teams. The first ones are already dropping out. And that means match number 1 this Friday has officially started. First to jump out, our next level gaming going for Campo Militar. Then we have the Titanic Soldiers with the water treatment split 354 esports going for El Azahar, it seems. After them, we have the Söstraps and the Valuable Veterans. Periculum Tormentum going for the Crater Field split, maybe. We have San Martin played by Perpetual Feia. The Division Vikings say Power Grid is their home. And Minas Generalis will be played by NWP. Pecado played by Storanam, the current leaders of the lobby. Blue Zone Wanderers going for Monte split. Then we have Cantera split being played by Sami Gamers Black. Split between Pecado and Chumacera will be played by Nadingar. Chumacera played by the guys from Amigos Locos. Then we have Los Leones played by the old Grumpy Man. And below them we have the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage. With the resort split, obviously. So, let's see. Circle shifts to the west. And it's a hard shift to the west. So we have like 20-ish, 15-ish% of that circle should be roughly around here. All this here is unplayable area. Can't drop there. If you, oh well, you can drop there, but you will insta die if you do. So that only works if you just jump from the plane to there. Nonetheless, this will be our circle, and the first team to rotate might already be the Blue Zone Wanderers. Currently the center of the circle, right here, this church, or for you, right here, this church is the current center of the circle, is not played yet, but that might change in the future. So far, we don't have any clashes here. We might get some quite close. Pelty right here might have an entry and try to hold up everyone trying to drive this road, which might in this case be Perpetual Feia. The guys from the Valuable Veterans most likely will try to use the Pecado Road to get into the circle. Then we have NWP. They might try to use the outer way over here and then go through Los Leones. Or go here this way. Those are two possibilities for them. Same goes for the thirst traps. They could also try to use this road here and go through San Martin, as well as 354. Next level gaming, so far with the most interesting route, they can either take the long outer road, go through Los Leones, use this way, where they would have the least amount of contest, and obviously that route is a bit shorter than the eastern route. Yeah, those are possibilities. Same goes for the Titanic Soldiers. They could also use the northern approach. But I guess for now, we'll hop over to Pelty, because he's live with the first shots right here against the Spectro. And I'm missing the sound. I'm not quite sure why I'm not hearing the sound, but I'm gonna try to fix that. You can hear the desktop sound, which means at least there's something right. I'm not quite sure what exactly is the issue, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it seems like the headset did rename itself again. Which means I have to use this and that, and then I can... And this works for the microphone as well. Or not. I'm not quite sure why. Suck. And there we go. Yes, that works better now. Alright. So, we are back in match number 1, Pelty, with the first shots here. We can see the first rotations already taking place. Over here, Amigos Locos might find the Dingar. Oh no, the Blue Zone Wanderers might find the Dingar. Lawyer down here might hear them. Has already seen Soda, who's taken the first shots. Gets tagged twice, but not the third time. Stornam has to retreat a bit. Nadinger gets shot at by Amigos Locos. Is the Kizzy and Stormer, as well as Vodka Lava and Demantor, searching for a possible location. This right here might be their spot. Because, as you can see, we do have that zipline over here. So if the circle shifts over to the other side, this will be a valuable entry point for the teams to take. Because you can wait a bit. First airdrop for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage Elegance right here with the links. Some more shots here by Sosuke. So far, match is looking good for him. Vanis says, alright, I'm gonna stop here. I can see the Mantor over there. First bolty shot by Cleanest does not hit. Second one, well, that third one hit. Nice knock, but it's still a 4 against, or 3 against 4, and they're going for the push. And another knock against Wizzy, knock against Vodka Lava. Here's Likizi with some shots to prohibit Brother Smash from advancing. Backjoy with the knock against Veleos. Gets the run over there for first kill for Perpetual Feia against Periculum Tormentum. Brother Smash already in the building, running out. Molly was successful against Vodka Lava and Demantor. This is not looking too good. Oh my god! Not seeing him, but still the better reaction. Stormer now the last remaining player. This might be our first elimination of the match. Stormer says, alright, I'm not gonna risk it. Says I'm trying to get away here. Whoa! Yeah, alright. I'm not quite sure that car is supposed to drive like that, mate. You can't park there, mate. The others will kill you if they can. Brother Smash now with a kill against the Montor. Let's see if Stormer will make it. He's trying to get into this compound now. Still, he made it, but there's a huge but to that story. He made it, but the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage know where he's at. They can easily use the zipline to get over here. If there wasn't Periculum Tormentum with Cincy already here. Trading some shots with the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage. Kirin now with the knock against Perpetual Fea's masculine thing. Again, Kirin again, but this time he gets knocked. We have broken and Shaq over here for the valuable veterans. Fighting against Perpetual Feia. The King gets a kill against Kirin. Tim bleeding out as well. The King needs to do something. Und Tim, danke dir für deinen Submarino im 6. Monat. Schön, dass du wieder da bist. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. Und du hast ein schönes Wochenende gehabt bisher. Deacon now against Shaq, who's trying to run over. Trying to run over masculine thing there. Unfortunately for him, that did not work out. Broken now is the last remaining member of the valuable veterans. They should have tried that together, to be honest. Didn't work out like that in the end. So Broken is our last player for the valuable veterans, as well as Storm is our last player for Ndingar. Question is, did they get kills? No, they did not get kills. And we lost the thirst traps as well. They were facing off against Soranam. That should have happened over here. So you can see Mare, good vibes. Macbrich and Bamley killed. Shag dies as well. Soda and Soske. 3 kills to Soda's name. So someone else might have stolen a kill there. Wasn't the Division Vikings. Maybe there was a faulty connection from one of the teams there. Let's see if Birds is able to get a knock in together with the Amigos Locos. Old grumpy man in the back there. Click, click, click. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. So they're not yet in the circle, but they need to move forwards. And that will prove difficult because they only have 3 tires and they're not making it up the hill. Cars rolling backwards. So no chance for them. Old grumpy man. Up there, Stormer. With M249 in hand. Trying to tell the old grumpy man to move it. Move it or lose it. Like I say, nice tag by Cincy. Deloya with a knock against Illusi. That's some range. Baggins with the knock against Ills. That's another kill in for Saturn now, though. Stealing that kill. Let's see, we have Rabarbro over there. The rest of the Titanic Soldiers is there. So he's positioned above 354 esports. Soku shifted again in favor of the teams in Montenuevo's outskirts. Broken currently close to the center of the circle with this compound here. Or close to this little compound here. The end circle might be just around him. It's not hopping over there. So if that's the case, Perpetual Failure might have a good grasp of the circle. But that might change. Next Level Gaming, they did take my advice to go this route, it seems. So at least something. Toshba with some shots in direction of Stealthy. Able to dodge that though. And so far we are back to, well, a bit less action. Soda attacked by NWP. Aladdin gets a knock against Greato. Suriname. Muscle trying to carry him to safety. Soma with a knock against Turbo Banan. Needs to reload. Not quite sure why the Grampy Old Bastards Rage don't go for that. Fortman. Holding the edge over here. Need to change the colors a bit, I guess. Dirty yellow. Broken. Gets the kill. It gets a knock against Otto. Kill on Chris's account there. shots come out by the Amigos Locos against NWP, and they lost a tire. They're quite slow in getting up that hill. Lots of shots. Nice headshot against the roof by the Titanic soldiers. Ruh-roh. Also more shots in the direction of Next Level Gaming's car. Darkwall trying to disable that tire. Was able finally. This is like 16 shot. Broken still up there. Might have to face off against the grumpy old bastard's rage. Needs to heal. They have nades, so he's in. He might be in trouble. Don't want to say he is in trouble, but he might be. Using the emergency cover flare. He's the first one. Getting some help from the other side. Gets another one in, and that's it for the grumpy old bastard's rage. At least from the perspective of Broken. Who survives another clash here? Well, we can see another fight brewing up as well. Syntax, the last remaining player for Next Level Gaming. Needs to fight against Perpetual Failure. While IVO gets killed by Kratos. Necro now with the re-knock though. And NWP is eliminated, and that's it for Syntax as well. Next Level Gaming joining suit. And therefore we are down to 12 teams. A lot of solo plays here. Broken, still alive. Same goes for Stormor, who's just waiting above the Titanic soldiers. And now currently the northeastern part of the circle is completely free. No one home. Knock against Beastie. This means there's only one left for Zombie Gamers Black, which is Tab over here. Already made it quite close to the circle, but he has to move. He's our shirt snake. Broken needs to move. Stormo needs to move. Pat needs to move, but he's getting shot at by Perpetual Failure. Still has his car, at least partially. Still has all its tires. What's already quite close to smoking. Blue zone Nate, bit too short. Way too short to be exact. Stormor gets another one. Second kill for the Dingar. Gets tagged by Lissy. While Tap gets eliminated. Zombie Gamers Black now out on rank 12. We have another airdrop. Spectre coming close. Might be something for Broken. He hears that. Portman below him. Nice tag. Another tag and gets a knock against Strit. Will be stolen though. Has found the next team. Wow, Broken on fire. Gets a knock against Cincy. But unfortunately for him, Leffa is there as well. And therefore Broken is eliminated. But the Spectro now comes close. Leffa has not had him on his bingo card. And therefore Leffa might die here. Spectro knocked by Koshbar, who still survives this somehow. But there are 3 more players for Perpetual Failure. I'm not quite sure how the emergency cover from the emergency cover flare landed on the roof of this little compound, but it did. Those nades were not effective. That blue zone nade though might pressure Leffa out, and that's it. GG, well played. Perpetual Failure eliminating the guy from Periculum Tormentum with 10 kills. Down here, Fang has found Turbo Banan. Gets a kill against him. So we only have one of our snakes, which is Stormor. And behind him we can see the Division Vikings. Let's see where our circle will take us. Stormo still in the circle. Has to watch out, though, because we can see that Perpetual Failure is coming close for him. Good thing for him here. So, he has seen him. Nice spray. Stormo on fire, man. Leakin stolen, though, by Pelty. Another kill for the Division Vikings. They know he's there now. Nate, well, was way too short. So we're trying to move slowly. Question is, what can Spectro do? Healing, trying to climb up the rocks. He might help Stormo in the process. Portman with the knock against Fran. He has the advantage, the high ground. He's rather focusing on the old grumpy man. Stormo still waiting. Staying close to Pelty and Chriso. Spectro gets tagged another time, and he's able to dodge that. 9 HP remained. To find a new way. And Storm will get the kill another time. Spectro eliminated. Storm's position again. Publicized. Good thing they don't exactly know where he's at. And he gets another knock in, and another one. Oh, no. Stormer eliminated by Pelty. 8th place for Ndingar. Well, we lose the old grumpy man as well against Pumper and Vladen. Fortman, the last man to be eliminated for the old grumpy man. Vladen with that kill. The other side, we can see Amigos Locos with Saturn, Necro, and Timonen. Then we have our Barbaro, Darklord, and Nimsey for the Titanic Soldiers. Division Vikings, Latu, the only one not up on that plateau there. 354 Esports still alive with Brajanzi and Aru. For the Division Vikings, aside from Latu, we have Peltzy, Chrisu, and Illusi. And last but not least, for the Blue Zone Wanderers, all the way down here in the red brick, we have Niloya, Bang Bang Bang, and last but not least, Pumper. There's no way, there's no. There really is none of those vending machines in there. Circle shift again in favor of Montenuevo. And we can see a car doing a barrel roll. Kill gets shot as well there too. Soske. Almost still alive. Breach from Soda and Vladen against Latu. Jumping out, shooting, not successful, and Latu gets killed by Soda after jumping out of that window. Very unfortunate. It's coming over. Now Chrisu. The knock against Vlad, and Bangs Nate gets a kill though. Tagged once, tagged twice, and the third one is the charm. That is not a bad nade. Not a good nade either though. Soska and Kel will die. No chance for Soda. So you can see Amigos Locos already breaching. Rabarbro. Now dodging that fight. Wants to get to his teammates from NWP. Not NWP. From the Titanic Soldiers. My fault. Fight between Division Vikings and the Blue Zone Wanderers still brewing here. They can just gatekeep them. Lawyer spotted there. Pelty has no nades anymore, so gatekeeping will be a bit harder. Not quite sure what Chris is doing up there. LC holding the angle. Fang spotted. I guess he's searching for utilities, maybe. I'm not quite sure what that smoke was supposed to do. But it's not helping. Pushing forwards. Just right above that rock. And now it's Soda and Kjell. Soda really did it. He really got Kjell back. And now Storanam is able to prohibit the push of the Blue Zone Wanderers. Just push forward a bit. Tiny bit. Nate goes out. Not effective. Oh, well, it did 2 damage. Not saying not effective anymore. It did do damage. Circle shifts again in favor of 354 Esports and yeah, that's the reason I said NWP. And the Titanic Soldiers, man. Dark Lord and Nimsy, part of NWP's clan in PUBG. Smoke's coming out. Those Wanderers want to take the possible fight with Suriname. Soda and Kjell with nades in hand. That's a good one. Oh, that's a perfect one. Against Niloy and Pumper. They need to throw another one. Nades coming out by Amigos Locos. We can see there's a bunch of smokes here. Shots coming from above. Bang is spottable. Same goes for Pumper and Niloya. Said it was a knock against Chrisu. So they're just waiting there. He still has a nade. Kjell was the first knock against Pumper. Soda with the knock against Fang. This just leaves one. And he's dead as well. Soda with the kill against Niloya. Issues though for Storanam. They need to move. The gatekeepers in this case are Amigos Locos. With Necro and Sata. Division Vikings not saying they want to take part in that fight because they need to move as well. They need to do that fast. Oh, nice Nate. Necro knocked there. Another one. And this just leaves one player left. Sata. Suriname with 10 kills again. Can see Division Vikings made it to the circle. Suriname in trouble. 354 Esports. Aru and Berjandi seeing them. Sata spotted as well by the Titanic Soldiers. Oh no, Nimsy from the side. Naru says, alright, get buddy. I'm gonna save you. Need again. Soda. Wanted to say he has no first aid left. I could make a move now. Because 354 Esports is currently a bit, well... Oh no, Brajanti with a knock against Soda. And this just left Kjell and he got killed by Aru. And therefore we are down to 4. 1 player left for Amigos Locos. Sata with 4 kills. Then we have Brajanzi and Aru for 354 Esports. 2 players left as well for the Division Vikings with Illicy and Peltzy. And then we have Rabarbro, Nimthi, and Dark Lord. Quite sure that was correct, but we'll see. Peltzy. Right, so this should be 6, this should be 7, this should be 8. Sata. Last Snakearoo. Also Snake. LSC. Sees Rabarbro. Spray is good. But the last headshot just didn't want to get in. They know that Rabarbro tried to get over there. So far, numbers speak in favor of the Titanic soldiers. But numbers never were the indicator. Currently, the indicator is who will be close to the star. And in this case, that would be Dark Lord for NWF for the Titanic soldiers. Who's holding the center. Question is he able to get that final kill? And Naru with the kill against Sata. Pelty and LSC spotted, and Nimsy gets another knock-in against Pelty. Nate. Oh, that Nate's not good, but that blue zone Nate on top of the roof. That blue zone Nate on top of the roof. Oh, Pelty will be dead now. Yeah, Pelty's dead. Well done, Barbaro. And then be pushing. They found him. They found him. And he gets knocked. But that's a kill. Dark Lord just running into that Molotov like he doesn't care. And now it's Aru versus Dark Lord and Rabarbro. It might be a 1 versus 1. And it is a 1 versus 1. Aru with a possible chicken dinner for 354 esports. If he gets a kill against Rabarbro. And he does! GG, well played. They started with 3 players. And they got the win in the end. 6 kills for them, but 11 kills for Perpetual Failure. 2004 damage for Storenam, as well as 9 assists for Perpetual Failure. That's big, but 354 getting that chicken dinner. Well, they started with 3 players in the beginning. That's huge as well. GG, well played. We'll hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with match number 2. And we are back with the updated leaderboard, of course. As you can see, still in the lead, Suriname with 140 points. Following them on rank number 2, we have the Division Vikings with 113 points. On third, just after them, Periculum Tormentum with 105 points. Just barely after that, Amigos Locos with 97. Perpetual Failure getting up to rank number 5 with 92 now. Then we have the Blue Zone Wanderers with 82, 73, 73 for 354 Esports, taking over rank 7 now. On rank 8, we have the Titanic Soldiers with 70 points. 68 for Sami Game is Black and 67 for NWP. On rank 11, we have the Thirst Traps with 57 points. Following them, we have the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage with 55. 48 points each for the Old Grumpy Man and Next Level Gaming. Nadingar getting back up to rank number 50 now with 29 points. And the Valuable Veterans currently last but not least with 27 points. Let's hop over. Match number 2 will start now. He still has an 8. As you can see, Kiel was the first knock against Pumper. This right here, I'm not quite sure why I had sound on there. This right here is our plane pass. We'll start above the biggest island and go to Alcantara. So, again, like last match, we have an abundance of spots the teams can play, but a lot of spots which are not reachable to jump. Like Chumacera, Los Leones just barely is able. Valdemar, Prison, and Partona are not able. Same goes for Resort and Puerto Paraíso. Nonetheless, that will not hinder the teams from trying to get there with their cars or other means of transportation. Nadingar finally back from the last place to 15th so far. But as I said, that can easily change, and it can mean that they'll try to get even further in the leaderboard by getting to 14th, 13th, 12th. Who knows? The end will show. They did have a lot of stuff to do to get to 14th though, because next level is 19 points in front of them. But that shouldn't hinder them. And we have a hot drop over here. Impala played by Next Level Gaming and the Thirst Traps. Thirst Traps so far on rank 11. Or Next Level so far, like I said, is on rank 14. It looks like Next Level Gaming wants to avoid that fight. The Nick, yeah, said all right. Let me get to the car before we'll drive away. But it looks like they decide to go for the meanest around Impala. In Impala itself, we have the Thirst Traps with Bamley, Macbrich, Good Vibes, and Mare. So this might be our first fight. I'm not quite sure why Stormer is now number 1. But hey, alright, I'm gonna go with it. He did an awesome job last round. He did a very awesome job last round. So as we can see, the teams have taken their places. Circle shifts in favor of an El Pozo circle. And I'm not quite sure I'm too happy with that. Because those of you who know me and who've watched my casts already know that I absolutely disgustingly hate to observe city circles. Because there's so much stuff happening and I'm always missing kills and stuff. I totally dislike that. Nonetheless, this right here means we have at least a good chance to get an El Pozo's end circle. And we have a good circle for Periculum Tormentum, who are currently sitting in 3rd place. Nonetheless, can always shift away from the city. We could get an end zone around here. Close to Alcantara. Good for Amigos Locos, which is quite, well, rare, but it can happen. We could have an end zone over here in the crater fields, which would be good for Nadingar with Wodgalava. We could also get another end circle around here on the road between the top hole and the compound, which would be good for the Division Vikings. This penalty currently taken step to get further going. We could also have an end circle around here, which would be good, at least at the moment, for the Blue Zone Wanderers and Suriname, with Soske already having a place there. Bang Bang Bing currently the one right here in the red brick over there. We have LC for the Division Vikings also already taken place over here. And Soske, he might die. Question is he breaching that? Or is he just trying to get up the hill? And it looks like the latter. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. LT on top of the rock. Sees Perpetual Failure. Shots fired. Dude, that's not working out. You need to use the AK. Can't shoot like that, bro. That's not working out. Let's see where Perpetual Failure will decide to drop. Most likely, I guess, it might be. It might be a city circle, and therefore they try to drop El Pozo. Or right here on top of the hill, which might also be a good point to play. And since Legion is getting closer, this most likely will be their plan. Spectre and Legion on top of the hill. Musculinting has some trouble, but lands as well. And Eloya with the first knock against Soske. Kelsoda and Vladen taking hold of the red brick. Will they be able to save Soske from impending doom in form of Pumper, Brownie, and Fang? They coming out. That is not too good. Smoke's coming out. Soda already going for the race. I'm not quite sure that's a wise decision, because Pumper's nade find him. Kill already lost a tire there. Decides to retreat. Soda knocked as well. Yeah, that's not the best decision they could have. Running out behind Vladen. Was trying to pressure the Blue Zone Wanderers a bit. Now retreating here. Not quite sure why he didn't try to save Soda. Get him in the car. Get away fast. Best option for them. So they're trying. Oh my god, Spectro from all the way up there. Spectro with the kill against Soda. Stealing that kill from the Blue Zone Wanderers and the Division Vikings. Well, that can work. Right over here we have the valuable veterans and Pariculum Tormentum. Over here on the hill at the church we have Nidingar. There's Wodgalava. Let's look over his shoulder. Hey, where you at, bro? Man, stop. It won't work like that. You have to stop if I say I'm gonna look over your shoulder. Let me look over your shoulder, Demantor. Why don't you stop and stay still for a moment? That's not nice. Alright. Back into the action with Perpetual Failure. Players with a knock against Shaq. That should have... Yeah, that happened around here. So we are now fighting. We are now in the fight between the valuable veterans and Periculum Tormentum. Going for the flush. Tim with some shots. Well, going for the heal. I'm not quite sure that the valuable veterans will go for that push against Valeos. I don't know there's more than one. Or if there is more than one, Valeos already retreating to the 5 stack. Like Cosbar already is at, so that is a worthy goal. Let's go back to the map and see where everybody is at. Almost all the teams already in the circle. We are just waiting for 354 Esports, Kokopu, and VZ, Aru, and Prajanzi finally together. All 4 of them now in the map, in the lobby. VZ didn't make it last round. Then we have the grumpy old bastards Rage. Also need to make it to the circle. Preet's still in the blue zone. Big split, or big-ish split from the Division Vikings over here. And then we still have split with Kyorma here for NWP. Nonetheless, everything that happens on the map so far is on range. But that might change, I guess. 354 might try to play this compound over here. Oh no, they decide to stay there. Alright, good as well. Circle shifts in favor of the valuable veterans. And this might mean we will get that city circle. Or not. I'm quite sure. This right here could be one of the end spots. Valuable veterans seem to think like that might be a good choice. I'm not inclined to not trust them. Easy. Trying to drive up that hill with his bike. But Barbaro says, alright, I'm dodging that. Run in trouble, Cynthia with the knock against him. And that's our next kill for Periculum Tormentum. Darcy with a knock against Pumper. And the Blue Zone Wanderers are in trouble now. Glinting with the flush, and now it's just Fang Bang Bing and Niloya. We at least get one kill. But still. Hurts. Disabling some tires. It's like they learn from me, man. It's like they learn from me. Disabling tires is very valuable. Mare with an airdrop. MG3. Cynthia with another knock here against Kirin Ichiban. And now it's just Tim, who's the last man alive. Gets tagged as well. Cynthia with the bolty in hand. Tim trying to use the outer angle. The outer wall to protection, and, well, that wasn't it. Trying to get away. Using the same tactic Broken used earlier. Unfortunately for him, he's spotted by the next team, and that's it. GG, well played. Valuable veterans eliminated by Periculum Tormentum. Well, Necro gets a knock against Greato. Let's see what... well, there's a sandstorm coming in here. We don't see anything. Same goes for the teams, though. Jorma over here. Quite close to Timonen and below Muscle. Shots going out against Amigos Locos. From the Titanic soldiers below. Nice headshot against Sata. Use your barrel, man. Use your barrel. Yorma. You either use your barrel to shoot if you're that close, or you use a nade. Both possible things to do. This time, he gets tagged for 62 by Yorma and decides to retreat, so we're back to the status quo, kind of. Renzaren trying to get an angle in as well. Back we can see the Division Vikings. We're also up to play. Next circle shifts to the northeastern part of the map. And therefore it's good for NWP. So our end circle might be roughly around here. Or even all the way up here. Yes, something like this was the end circle, if I'm not mistaken, from this one. We'll see where the map will take us. Titanic soldiers trying to push. Nimsy running up the hill, nade in hand. That's way too short. Well, it did 31 damage against Timonen. There's the retreat. Now, I'm not quite sure why Renzaren didn't see him. Oh, he did now. No knock though. Easily. Oh, this was some shots in the direction of next level gaming. Gets shot at, needs to heal, and that should be it for him. He's still alive after getting run over. Portman trying to drive away after knocking Jenga. So it's a 1-1 trade though. With the slight differential that... Oh, well, Feldman is going for the race. So it will be a 1-1 trade. Let's go. Potty over here on the other side of the hill. We can see the Blue Zone Wanderers currently in this dip. Also not bad place to play if the end circle is roughly around here. But that won't happen most likely. There's still an airdrop around here. DVS, nobody wants that except for the level 3 gear. So slightly below Sata here. Not only Sata but also Avio. Move faster. Move faster. And he gets the knock and flush in. And Sata being like, huh? How did he get here? He was there the whole time, man. Unfortunate for you. Avio below muscle. Late in hand. That might be a good one. The other nade wasn't bad as well. Nice tack against muscle. Needs to heal. Circle shifted in favor for him. Now shots from above. Avio gets a knock and muscle therefore is down and out. I doubt that he'll be able to get rest. Avio already going for the hunt. Not finding him. Pressure too high. Still worried. Where did he go, man? Where did he go? Can't see him. How the... What the... Where? Did he just debug? Well... Storinam eliminated. Vladen was killed by Ills. That's the first time we'll leave Storinam. We lose Storinam quite early. Shots against Street. And Otto with the kill for Zombie Gamers Black. Still see them in the back. Pose a smash. Kill against Ivio. Necro, it's killed as well by Cleanest. And therefore Amigos Locos are eliminated as well. Muscle's still alive somehow. Nobody has seen him yet. You can see the circle shifted again in favor of those two compounds here. You can see a lot of shots in all directions. Leaking knocked. Diamantur, Cincy, Koshba. Everybody gets a knock. A lot of stuff is happening. That's even worse than the city circle. How can there be so much stairs? The Dingar eliminated on 11. Pierce with the last kill. Dark Lord taken for a ride here. Fang Bang Bing has seen the peril there. He's not willing to shoot yet, while Pelsi and Kwizu take out one half of the zombie game is black. Molly. That's a good one. Oh, that's a very good one. Fang knocked though. Butler Paro knocked as well. So 1-1 trade and 8 in the other direction. Jumps over the wall and gets a kill against Fang. And now it's just Niloya. Last man standing. Same goes for Koshba over here for Periculum Tormentum. Just waiting for his chance to maybe get a kill. If someone tries to get over the ridge to Niloya. He smoked himself silly. He has a nade left. Koshba still waiting for his chance. Now it's his time to shine, and he does not. Very unfortunate for him. Nonetheless, nice try. Trying to get up the hill now. Shots from the thirst traps. Retreating, going back to his initial position. The lawyer out in the blue. Tries to heal against it. Is now with the knock against good vibes. Thirst traps in a good position. If there wouldn't been Pelsi, gets a knock in against Macbrich. Alright, moving forwards. MG3 in hand. Trying to get into that little shack. It's knocked by the blue zone. Koshba spotted. The Division Vikings gets a kill against good vibes. Blue zone nade. Might be good. Yeah, that's perfect against Macbrich. We lose Koshba against Niloya. Niloya dies closely after that. Top of the hill, we have another death because Renzarin was found by Cleanies NWP out on rank 7. Which means we have 6 teams left. One being Perpetual Failure with Spectre and Stalsy over here. Man, I'm confusing myself now. The grumpy old bastards rage over here with Leggins, Bowser Smash and Cleanest. Down here we have 354 Esports. After their win in match number 1 of the day, they might be up for another chicken dinner. Because they are one of the only teams which is still left with 4 players standing. MK14 over here. My favorite. And we have 3 players or 2.5 players alive for the Division Vikings who are currently facing off against the Thirst Trap's last player with Murray. MZ knocked as well from both the smash. Against with some shots, Murray in trouble. We would love to get that kill in against Rabarbro. 2 smokes left for him. Can't see Ilasi just in front of him. And he gets a knock against Ilasi. Now this just leaves Pelsi. Flush confirmed. Pelty running away. So it's alright. I'm not going to take part in this. No. More smokes for him. Aru! Takes out Stealthy and Spectro with a Panzer without killing himself. That's a new thing. Well done. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that. But we see the next team wants to arrive. We'll follow them closely. Out of VZ's perspective. Grenades coming out first. Oh, nice shot. No knock. Oops. First traps eliminated. Mara killed by Laparo. That blue zone nade might just knock Linus. Even though it wasn't thrown great. Prajanthi now with the off angle. There's a lot of smokes over here. He gets a knock against Leggins. This is looking good. This is looking very good. How is clean? He's on the top of those. That might be a good angle for him. Get some shots in. Easy with a knock. This just leaves both a smash. Going for the flush against VZ. And gets a second one. Prajanthi not aware. Going for the race on Boza. Kokopoo knocked as well. Aru, the last man standing for 354 esports. Pelty with the knock against Nimdi. Which just leaves Laparo. It was looking so good for 354. Aru killing Prajanthi. I'm not quite sure what happened there. While we see the kill from Pelty to secure. Aru, smoke in hand. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do there. Maybe trying to get to Kokopoo. Trying to get away here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Getting a new vest. Says, alright, I'm gonna face him from the other side. Let Pelty do the job. Who needs to go for, well, for anything? If we still have Pelty, who might be able to do something against the grumpy old bastard rage. Kokopoo bleeding out there. And this is anything but looking good for 354 now. Grumpy old bastard rage so far was the best possible outcome of this. With Aru not going for that push. They had some very, very good... Oopsie. Pelty, you good, bro? Now it's a 1 against 1. Flash coming out. Pelty not seeing shit and still gets a kill. 354 eliminated on rank 3, and now it's Pelty. 830 damage and 7 kills to his name versus the grumpy old bastard's rage. It's a 1 against 3. But he might just have the upper hand. No ammo left anymore, though. At least not that much. That happens if you play 2 types of ammo. With 5.56 and 7.62. There's a smash on top of the roof there. We can see him. Ah, nice try against Cleanest. He didn't get attack in. I'm not quite sure how that happened. And that's it. GG, well played. Both a smash. Gets the last kill in. And therefore, the grumpy old bastards rage win this with also 11 kills, 1,651 damage, and 5 assists for the Division Vikings. Let's hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 3. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 140 points for Storenham, 10 points behind other division Vikings now. 115 points for Periculum Tormentum, 98 for Amigos Locos, 97 for Perpetual Failure. Then we have 85 for the Blue Zone Wanderers, 80 each for 354 and the Titanic Soldiers. 76 for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage. Sammy Game is Black with 71 on 10. Then we have 70 points for NWP. The Surge Traps with 67 on rank 12. 48 each for the Old Grumpy Man and Next Level Gaming, 30 for Nadinga, and 27 for the Valuable Veterans. And we're gonna hop over, because match number 3 of the day is live now. Even though the title suggests otherwise, or the match badge suggests otherwise. Because I'm lazy as fuck and I forgot to change it. We will hop into match number 50 now, of course, and not match number 14. First out are the Old Grumpy Man and the Blue Zone Wanderers going for an airport split, which might be our first hot drop. Then we have the Titanic Soldiers and the Valuable Veterans, as well as Stornam jumping out of the plane, followed by 354 Esports, Next Level Gaming, and Nadingar. After them, we have Perpetual Failure and the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage, as well as the Division Vikings going for their spot. NWP, Stomach Game is Black, Thirst Traps, and Periculum Tormentum, as well as last but not least, the Amigos Locos searching for a possible split to play. Apparently now quite close to Soda there. Slightly trying to go for a car. There we go. So then he both grabbing a car and then going for their each rotation. Easily Queasy might be able to get a knock in. And maybe a kill against Next Level Gaming. Because all of them landed on the other side of the road. Or are still landing. Except for one. Because it's 1 against 3. Because as you can see, Cynic is not that close. Trying to run there. The back wing can see Demantor. Also, well, he found a pistol. Not the best weapon for a fight. And easily is in trouble now. Got hurt pretty badly. But John also did get some damage. Oh man, you whiffed it. Breathe in, breathe out, aim, shoot. That's coming for me, a washed up caster who can't hit shit. There's an AK there. Take it. Take the AK. The AK is goated. Oh, and they're breaching now. They are breaching. Isley is in trouble. Centix coming in from behind. He gets the knock against John, but gets knocked by Centix then. And that's it for Easily Queasy. Our first elimination of the game here. And this means first kill goes to the count for Next Level Gaming. And the Dinger is our first team with 3 players left. Circle shifted in favor of Zhongxiong and of the team from the Valuable Veterans. Everybody who dropped to the south of the circle needs to make a move, like Perpetual Failure. Grumpy Old Bastards Rachel are already moving with Cleanest and Lagans. NWP over here. Then, of course, the players from the Summer Game is Black, as well as the Amigos Locos. And in the east and west, our teams need to move as well. Well, we can see maybe another fight brewing, cause Bang Bang Bing already is stopping over here. And this is a new addition. Not quite sure we had that prior. That airhead, I'm going to call it. Can see the car advancing. Bang might be trying to get a quick knock in, but can't see anything. Now he sees it. And that's it. The Old Grumpy Man driving away. No chance for Fang. It's not fast enough, man. You can't get him there. And we might have our first emergency pickup there. The Mantor still over here. Swimming over to the other side of the bridge, searching for a car. Quite sure he will be successful here. Oh. Over there. Still, I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He has no loot and nothing. Utgalava now with the knock and flush. Marinau. Saying, alright. I couldn't save Bamley. But that Nate, he took that one personal. Well, no chance here. Might get a knock in the near future, but not in the close future. Good vibes already rotating. Let's follow NWP over here. They are searching for a spot to play. They could play the high ground over here. Nope. They're not going. They're going for this spot most likely. Hello there. Do you want to join us over here? Mighty kind of you. So, Good Vibes trying to get around into the back of Ndingar. Behind Stormwall and Vodka Lover. See the car. Same goes for Murray. Oh, that tiny, tiny blink of an eye. The Murray just could have had that headshot, and just in the moment he pressed the mouse button, Stormwall moved, and he didn't get that shot in. How unfortunate. Stormwall being like, man, that decision just saved my life. Same cannot be said about Good Vibes, who's getting shot at now. Just, he sees his arm. Otto with the kill against Illusi. Not sure where that happened. Game was played over here. BC knock Sensi with the knock against Mare. From behind here. Curriculum Tormentum. Otto. Back on his feet. Same goes for Beastie. Chrisu driving away. Saying, alright, it's not worth it. I couldn't save him. MacBrick now moving up to Good Vibes. Saying, alright, let's regroup. While we have another knocked by Amigos Locos over here. Photos gets a kill against Fang Bang Bing. There's a lot of smokes coming in there by Koshba. That's coming in from the side. Oh, nice tag against Villeos. Avio most likely will not be able to get that knock in. Sensi not trying to save Koshba there. Not quite sure what he's up to. But Koshba is still crawling around here. Seto still trying to figure out where Koshba is at. Could see him crawling there. Gets attacks in, and that's it's a kill for Amigos Locos. Well, we see another kill. Chrisu with a kill against Tab. Sammy Gamers Black now losing one of their own. They try to get over the bridge now. But they decide against the bridge over here and will try to use this bridge. So going for the even longer approach. But that might pay off in the end. Well, the Montour, well, kind of is in trouble. I mean, the grumpy old bastards rage are all around him. I'm not quite sure they know he's there. He's just proning here. With the Hawk in hand. If I'm not mistaken, he had a Panzer? Second weapon? Yes. Stormer knocked. That's a fight over here between the Dingar and the thirst traps. Zone nade. Nade out. Nice try by Wodgalover, not able to get that knock in. I mean, they are playing it safe with the mantle being somewhere else. Good vibes with the flush against Stormer. Now it's just Wodgalover. Trying to stay safe on the roof. Getting shot at by Amigos Locos. They can't hurt you anymore. At least not up there. The Montour just waiting. He still needs to loot something. There was a knock against Bowser Smash. Leggings might be that too. Because over here we have Lechu for the Division Vikings. And then WP is trying to sneak a kill there. Sneaky beaky like trying to steal that kill. Bowser back on his feet now. Yorma. Running to the edge here. Well, I heard that. Was not a bad night. Not at all. But still. Nice knock by Soda now. Where's he coming from? Oh, over there. What? Over here? Yeah, well, that works. Bowser now. It was Pierce, the last remaining player, and Pierce is somewhere, just somewhere else. Most likely will die now. 19 HP remain. He's over here. I know where you're at, bro. Yongxiong. Close for him. Demanto's still alive somehow. Not quite sure what. Still just waiting there. I'm not quite sure why. So again with a knock and flush against Bowser Smash. Now the grumpy old bastards Rage are down to one man. After winning match number 3 today, match number 2 today, they're now down and old already, almost. Beastie has seen Sato there. Trying to get an angle in. Just shoot, man, just shoot. Jenga with the Panzer against Peltzy. No hits, spot hits from Avio against Beastie. Getting that knock in. Everything knock is broken. Nice shots by Sata here. Also losing his tire. That's quite unfortunate. So what's this fight here? Karin versus Latu getting the kill. And that's the end of all the Division Vikings on rank 15. Well, there's another team coming close now. That's muscle for NWP. Spectre close as well. Muscle not moving the same thing. His name sees Kirin and gets knocked. Elmo with nade in hand. Tim knocked by the Spectro. It will get the flush done. Nope, too late. Spectro with the angle over here. Well, we lose the Titanic Soldiers against the Blue Zone Wanderers. And Zara with the knock against Spectro, while the valuable veterans are eliminated as well. 3 kills for NWP. The next team is drawing close over here. Which are the Sami Gamers Black. Searching for a position to play, getting shot at. Car is almost blown to pieces. And that's it. Il's way too late out of that car. Same goes for Beastie. Otto now the last man alive. Did he make it? Shots coming out. He's able to dodge that one. Stalzy over here. For Perpetual Failure. Syntax with the knock against Renzarin. Up back to Otto. He's still running around. He's driving in circles. And Stealthy might just be the one to get the kill in. More shots. Otto's still alive. And he might find a position to play. If he just would stop now. Bro, I'm not quite sure where you want to go, but this is not the right direction. You're out of the circle now. Yeah, just want to make sure, Otto. Well, Leakin and Muskelinting heard him, but they decide to go into the circle. Muscle gets a knock against Jenga. Let's hop over here. Next level gaming fighting against NWP. Timonin with the kill against Good Vibes. Nice knock. You're my end creator with the knock against Jenga and his Syntax. Muscle knows that Cynic is there somewhere, sees it that. And almost gets a knock in. Kilmo with a flash. Almost gets knocked, but Muscle there to save the day. Now it's just John. And Renzarin has the perfect angle against him. Theoretically. Jenga back on his feet. Okay, and that's the last one. GG, well played. Next level gaming eliminated by NWP. Let's hop over to the next knocked guy, which is Muskelinting. Oh, no shots there. But Blue Zone Wanderers. They are in trouble. Pump up the last remaining player. Wants to go for the flush on Fotis. Needs to move, man. That's phase 5. That hurts. That's it. And he gets killed by Otto. Muskelinting eliminated. Halsey and Legan fighting against Suriname over here, trying to push that little compound. Nice Nate. Allows in the meantime with a knock. And flush against IVO. Just right in front of him. Gets a knock against Letta. Against Cooper. Took his sweet time, though. Macbrich also quite close here. Still in the blue. Can't see Necro. Necro does not see him somehow. Flushing kill for Macbrich. Spotted by Timonen. Now retreating. Cincy above on top of the hill. It's not looking too good for him. By the last man for the Amigos Locos. Cincy gets a kill against Macbrich. And therefore, Surge Traps are eliminated. Timonen spotted by Valeos. Just barely makes it behind that tree. 1 HP remains, and Cincy now with the kill. Amigos Locos eliminated on rank 8. That's it for them. Pertz, the last man standing for the grumpy old bastard's rage. Lotto somehow still alive. 354. Also still left with 4 players. Facing off against the old grumpy man. Split and Forkman over here. Otto not able to see Brajanzi yet. That's not where I wanted to jump, but we'll take it. Kokopu with some shots in the window of Forkman. We're down to 7 teams already. Felt like barely 5 minutes in the last 5 minutes. Checks aside. Chancy with a nade. Nobody home. Street is way too close for that. Oh, second one. Otto can see Brajanzi. SK is in hand. Brajanzi with a knock against Straight. Otto not seeing him anymore. Forkman now, the last player alive in the blue zone, and that's it for him. Old Grumpy Man eliminated on ring 7. 6 teams remain. Gilmore with the knock against Kjell. Muscle has seen Valeos. Traitor trying to get the angle in. Soski quite close to him though. Pertz above 354 esports, below Periculum Tormentum. Over here with Cincy and Valeos. Trying to dodge that fight. Gilmore gets a knock in, and Valeos is history. At least for match number 3. This just leaves Cincy. The last remaining player for Periculum Tormentum. Pertz pushing forwards. Has seen a Rue above him, maybe. Hopefully. Yes, he did. Good thing for him. Rue is pushing forwards as well, so otherwise that would be disastrous for him. Needs to move though. Since he's still alive. Has found airdrops. That one is empty. That one has a Groza. Don't be too greedy, bro. Okay, that one is cover. It's fighting against the roof from above. It's Veezy who's whipping it. Pertz with a knock against Veezy. Greater with the knock against Soda. And now there's only one man standing, which is Soska here. Kjell had a disconnect, it seems. And that's it for Storenam. Not quite sure where Kjell is currently. But I guess, yeah, he's still right here. Disconnected. Very unfortunately so. Cincy with the knock against Kokopu before being eliminated just leaves us with 2 teams because, well, Suriname now 3 teams. Suriname still dead now. Also, last player for Sami's game. Sami game is black. Then with Brajanzi, Aru, BZ, and Kokopu for 354 Esports. And for NWP so far, with 11 kills, Muscle, Renzar, and Jorma, and Greto. And most likely, Ocho might be able to get that sneaky chicken dinner because nobody knows he's still there. And then NWP most likely will face off against 354 Esports quite early again. 354 doing an awesome job today. Brajanti with the knock against Gjorma. Rendarin coming close. Gjorma, good thing, is the last man in the back. Kill confirmed. Brajanti again. Now get shot at by Otto. Flush confirmed. Also trying to get that flush in against Brajanti. I'm not quite sure. That is a good idea because now he's known. His position is known for NWP. With some shots against Otto. 354 with a good position in the circle. If they play this safe, they will win this. Which would be their second chicken dinner of the day. And 3 top 2 positions in 3 games. So moving on the outskirts. To move fast. Otto coming for him. Easy with some shots. Otto finds Greto, gets a knock in. Marcel spotted as well. Molly. Not good. And he gets a kill. Otto eliminating the guys from NWP. And now it's 1 against 4. Which is, well, not that easy. And that is the headshot by Brajanti. From the right perspective, I might say. GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner for 354 Esports. But NWP with 11 kills, 1,900 damage, and 8 assists gets the damage and assist and kill crown in this match. We're going to hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 4. We are back with the updated leaderboard. 149 points for Soranam, now 15 points again in the lead against the Division Vikings. 122 for Pariculum Tormentum, 102 for Amigos Locos, and 101 for Perpetual Failure. On rank number 6, almost making it to the 100 points. We have 354 esports now with that third. A great game by them and that second chicken dinner. 90 points for the Blue Zone Wanderers, 86 for NWP. And in the second half of the leaderboard, we have Sammy Gamers Black with 81, 80 points for the Titanic Soldiers, 78 for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage, 71 for the Thirst Traps, 50 each for the Old Grumpy Man and Next Level Gaming as well, 31 for Nadingar, and 29 for the Valuable Veterans. And this means we are back with, almost back at least, with match number 4 of the day. Let's hop over to Rondo. And that initially is match number 16, if I'm not mistaken. So that's true. I did change that. I'm proud of myself. Nonetheless, our players will make their way to the battlegrounds. Let's welcome them with a mighty hallow and an even more mighty roar by the Nordic Vikings. Let's hop over. Division Vikings, the first to drop out, followed by Periculum Tormentum, Blue Zone Wanderers, and the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage, both going for by Lee, it seems. Stadium might be played by the Valuable Veterans and maybe Amigos Locos. Then we have the Summy Gamers Black, NWP, Titanic Soldiers, Thirst Traps, and Dingar jumping out. But we'll hop over here to our hot drop in Bali between the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage and the Blue Zone Wanderers. So far, Blue Zone Wanderers on 7, Grumpy Old Bastards Rage on 11. They are quite close to each other, so this might be a fight for survival. First already with some shots in the direction of Fran, and he did hit one. Not enough to get a knock in though, but at least enough to push him back. Shotty in hand already for cleaners. Leggings with the good old Tommy gun. Fang has the AK in hand. Pumper with the UMP. The lawyer without a weapon in hand so far. Let's see. Alright, Dragonov on his back. And up here we have Ronnie with the SKS and the UMP as well. So, for anyone who's quite new to PUBG, or hasn't played for a while, currently we are in a SMG meta. So if you find an SMG, most likely it will be stronger than the ARs like the AUG, AK, M4 and stuff. So play with the M4, play with the UMP with the MP5K like Boza Smash here, or something else, which is quite handy. And mostly, or at least sometimes, those weapons even have more bullets in the magazine. Circle shifts for a center around Zhao Tin. Aside from our little hot drop here, we don't have any impending doom fights. Vladin quite close to Bjanzi here, but I doubt that I will do anything here. See, Ken's. Oh, he cannot see. Oh, that's Soda. Wrong direction. Vladin here, Bjanzi there. So nothing happening there. Let's hop back over here. Bang already here on the roof. Goes on the other roof. Playing with some shots in the direction of Lagans. Buzzer still waiting for his chance. There's not much movement at the moment. But that might change in the blink of an eye. Fang dropping down. And it looks like the Blue Zone Wanderers don't want to take that fight. They're retreating at the moment. Fang most likely might be safe. Lions over here waiting with his M24. But we see MK. Lions was just checking the roofs. And yeah, they are retreating. 1 car, 3 people. Blue Zone Wanderers say, let's go for a ride. Oh man. Bro, you good? You can park there. So there's just Lee's Franny, who's searching for a car over there, all the way over there. Man, they could have just picked him up. That camaraderie. Well, Blue Zone Wanderers. Well, alright, that's it for that fight. We got our first knock and we might have our first kill on hand here. Avia Nokba broken. Taimonen already retreating there. Kill is clear. And there we go. First kill of the game. First death by Avio, unfortunately. Necro on top of the hill over here. Trying to get the upper hand against Shag. Not visible for him. He is now. One tech at least. On the back, we can see an airdrop coming in. Which brings us an AWM. And an extended quick draw for SR. Didn't want to go to Broken. I wanted to go to Sato, but thank you. Shag waiting for his chance. We can see an awful lot of rotations coming in. Good vibes quite close here to Perpetual Faya. The West is being played by the Blue Zone Wanderers. Quite sure if this one might prove to be a better thing. Shots fired by Boza. Chris Uzo stealthily makes it to that compound. Doesn't know there's more. There's only one there, though. So he's not willing to push too much. He can do it. And he's retreating. Very unfortunate. So that right here we have the Dingar. Still deciding if they want to shoot in the direction of Storanam. Over here, our push is commencing. We can try to get away now. After that welcome. That's with the knock against Valeos. Good vibes knocked by Spectro. The remaining players of Pariculum Tormentum survive to fight another day. Oh, Sacha with the knock against Lever. Very well. Another one. This time, though, he won't be able to get that kill. Chrisu with the knock against Cleaners. That's Sosuke, not Chrisu. Up and over here. Question is, will he be able... Sacha again! Holy smokes, what did they feed him? Now they're pushing. Let's go, guys. Let's push him. Good. Yeah, well, if you push like that, it's not working. Division Vikings facing off against the grumpy old bastards Rage. Nade in hand. That is a good one. Oh, that was almost perfect. Leto against Boza. Flash coming in. Against trying to play it from the side. Blue zone nades. Those might be good. Oh well. Not too shabby. Not good enough though. Set up with a kill against Koshba. Boza has healed. Soon knocked. And in the back we lose the players from Periculum Tormentum on rank 16. I wanted to say level 16. That's not true. Boza almost knocked by Leto. Nade in hand from Cleanus. Just bounces off the rock. We'll see. Trying to find the right angle. I should have stayed at the push from Amicus Locus. Cleanus nade finds Leto. We'll see healing up. Boza. Top of the rock. Gets another knock. Chrisu now from the back. Now the push is commencing. Pelzi and Chrisu in trouble. But Pelzi gets knocked and now it's Chrisu only. It's not looking too good for the Division Vikings. The axe from the Vikings was not ready. Just one more shot, man. You could have had him, Perts. You could have had him. Let's see what our circle has in store for us. Shifting to the eastern part of the current circle, which means a good position right here for our friends from the old grumpy man. And this right here, this bridge over here, no. Was that the one? Oh, that wasn't the one, or? This bridge over here. This might be our end circle with a good position for the Titanic soldiers. This right here we know from the PGS last time. There was a big fight for this little shack here. Probably key close now to our opponents. Well, Perpetual Failure has set their sights. Oh, nice headshot. Did I see correctly? Yes. The MK14 played by Beastie. Good thing he had that level 3 helmet. Shots against Cynic. With good vibes. Remaining players of the search trips are pushing. Trying to fight off and fend off Perpetual Failure here. That nade, way too short. Unfortunately. Spectre and Masculinity retreating. Back like we say. They're still leaguing over here. Using his shield to fend off the now crashing, or semi-crashing glider. Cynic tries to at least get a knock from above. Podis with a knock against Syntax. Wash confirmed as well. Which just leaves saying Jenga and Cynic. Oh, nice shots from the back from Dark Lord. Gets him a few more tags in and gets him. Kirinichiban gets a knock. But Jenga there to rescue him. Mate, you need to close the door. Just close the door when you leave in him. Shots against the valuable veterans. Oh, nice attack against the Barbaro. He needs to reload. Push commences. Jenga. Oh, that's way too far away. Check now over here. Nice molly. Cynic with the knock against Shaq though. Through that nade. Another one. Just running into the flames again. To heal up. But he will be able to do so. But we can see that Rabarbro already has his nade in hand. Nade coming out. That's a good, well, not that good one. Next team advances. Nice shots, nice nades. Now it's just Jenga. Him with the molly. Wrong direction, wrong corner. Smoking. Titanic soldiers in trouble. Kirinichiban eliminated due to that car explosion. Jenga and Cynic both back on their feet. So like we saw in PGS, this shack here is frequented by the teams. Tim and Shaq battle on the feet. Chrisu was eliminated by Renzarin. I don't want to see what happens here. Alright, they're using cover. That nade. How did that knock Cynic? Good thing the shot's dead. Blue zone nade. That should be it for Cynic. Jenga running out there. Nice shots, but not able to get the flush in. And that nade kills him. Next level gaming eliminated. Last kill goes to Turbo Banan. Blue zone nade now. Shaq knocked by Fodus, which just leaves Tim. Valuable veterans are in trouble as well. Still fighting for this little piece of, well, heaven. Seta eliminated. Nade by Nimsy takes his life. And like I said, this right here, all the teams have seen PGS, it seems, because they're all fighting for this little piece of land. Not quite sure it's worth it, but we'll see. Next circle will shift in a second. Goes for that position, so it will be that end circle, most likely. Suriname with a 2-2 split, and we see a mortar. Whee! Let's see if it hits. Not too... Just wanted to say, how can Spectre get knocked? Nonetheless, next mortar comes in again. Bam! And Fang with the double knock against Spectre and Legan. Well done. Oh, this just leaves Stalty to get the pieces back together. That was a well-placed mortar. That was too far. That was better. And that was perfect. All three of them are knocked. The lawyer coming close, and this just leaves Muskelinting, who's running around here like a headless chicken, not knowing what to do. His teammates are burned to a crisp. Only Stealthy somehow survives this. Well, that blue zone nade will take its effect until 2. So, Perpetual Failure down to 1. Very well placed mortar shots by the blue zone Wanderers. We can see some shots by 354 Esports against NWP. Quite sure why Kokopu decided to not shoot the players and instead decided to shoot the car. Airdrop. Close-ish. With some Wanderers spotted by Sammy Gamers Black, who are currently holding the southwestern edge. Easy with the knock against Gjorma. Titanic soldiers. Surge traps eliminated. As well as Tim. So this just leaves Shaq. Two snakes here. Oh. Oh, those nades are way too short. That nade might hit. Oh, wasn't too bad, but only hit the corner. And then there is Dark Lord. Getting the off-angle, killing Shaq. This leaves us with 10 teams. 36 players still alive. So 3.6 players per team. Which means almost all the teams still have all 4 of their players. Or a good chunk of teams still have their 4 players. Edward blended over here. Nobody there. Nobody cares. Maybe NWP does. Another AWM. Benzarin with some shots against Brajanzi. Car blows up. Brajanzi prones down. Gets tagged by Greto. Smoke's coming out. Aru with the knock against Renzarin. Gorma trying to go for the rescue, but Cleanest comes in from behind. Gorma. Perfect angle with the knock against Brajanzi. Flush confirmed as well. 354 down to 3 players. I'm not quite sure what Weezy's doing here. Nate in hand. That might be good. Oh, that second one is perfect. He's just above that. Yorma. Well, that didn't work out in the end. Yorma knocked. Kokopoo knocked as well, though. But I hope Aru is already going for that heal. Ah, he has. Yeah, he has him in the back of his car. Kokopoo bleeding out, though. I'm not quite sure why he did that. Should have stopped earlier. And for that little shack here. Back we can see Muskelinting with his nade in hand. Here's with a nade against Muscle. And WP eliminated. Muscle kills himself with a nade. Muskelinting in trouble now. With some shots against Soranam. Aladdin still left behind, though. Needs to reload. Arun knocked as well. And that's it. Pierce with the last kill. 354 eliminated on rank 9. This one is a quick one for them. Considering in the last 3 matches they made it to the top 3 each time. Coming out against Blue Zone Wanderers. Rolling in behind that car. Oh, car is blowing up. Not looking too good for them. In the meantime, we lose a lot of players. Sorry, unfortunately, I can't be ever there. Laparo knocked. This just leaves Nimsy. The Dengar doing the Titanic soldiers a disservice here. Oh, Zombie Game is black. 694 damage for Nimsy. 10 kills for the Titanic soldiers. BC with the kill against Frane. Stormer with the kill against Ills. Stormer gets a kill against Labaro as well. And we see Nimsy running back. Going for those knocked teammates. While Legends gets a kill against Vladen. Linting still alive, and we lose the Blue Zone Wanderers against Otto. Right over here, Pumper droning behind his car. The old grumpy man in a good position right in the middle of the circle. Then we have Nadingar over here. The grumpy old bastards rage a bit out of the circle. They need to move forwards. We'll play the position Legends is currently at. Titanic soldiers going for the reses, and last but not least, we have Zombie Game is black and Muskelinting as last snake for Perpetual Failure. Titanic soldiers back with 3 men now. 10 kills for them. 2 each for Rabarbro and Dark Lord, as well as Laparo. 4 for Nimsy. Venus was knocked against Dark Lord. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Over here. He's pushing against Turbo Banan. Gets tagged by the Dingar. Nobody home. Roof plate by the Mantor and Stormore. Galava with the P90 in hand. Retreating now. I'm not quite sure why he does that. Venus again with a knock against straight. Oh, nice knock by Cleanus. Against Nimthi there. I thought the Dingar got the knock in. And Dark Lord with the chance to shine. There's no one home there. Anyway, this is a fight for lost ground though. The Dingar needs to move. Same goes for the Titanic soldiers. Old Grumpy Man in the circle. Same goes for Summer Game is Black and Muskelinting, who might die closely because Grumpy Old Bastards Rage need to play a position in the circle, and this right here will be the entry point. Most likely. Everything else will be too risky. But we'll go back to this fight here. No utilities left for the Montour. Turbo Banan with the knock against Pierce. Kill against Pierce. Knock against Dark Lord. Well done by the Montour. Oh, what Galava gets knocked. The Montour gets tagged as well. And 2 for 9 in hand for Stormer. Easily not sure what to do as well. Nice knock by the Montour. Nimthi with a double knock. Oh, it's on Dark Lord. Gets the knock against Stormer. And now it's only easily 5 kills for Nimthi already. 1 against 1. Dark Lord pushes forward and gets killed, but just barely before easily gets killed from behind. And this just leaves 3, 4. 4? Oh. Cleanus over here. His last remaining player for the Grumpy Old Bastard Rage. Muskelinting as last player for Perpetual Failure. Someone was able... I'm not quite sure if he got leggings. Oh, if that was someone from Tommy Game is Black or the Old Grumpy Man. We'll see shortly. When he bleeds out. It was Tab for Tommy Game is Black. So it looks like Muskelinting might still be unknown. The Grumpy Old Bastards Rage are eliminated. Kill on the count for Tommy Game is Black. The Old Grumpy Man got 6 kills so far. Are in a good position to maybe get that chicken dinner if Muskelinting is not as lucky and the Old Grumpy Man and Zombie Game is Black eliminate each other. Muskelinting just has to... He has to crawl a bit forwards because he's not in the circle anymore in phase 8. This will be a house fight. No chance in knowing who gets the first knockout. I guess we might see out well what they need to move. So currently the center is held by the old grumpy man. And Summer Gamers Black need to move. They are not in the circle. Well, they are in the circle, but they still need to move forwards. And the old grumpy man, well, if they would play with one player around here, they could hold that edge and that angle. Question is, what does Muskelinting do? Crawling forwards, has Beastie and Otto right in front of him. That's gold, man. That's gold. Nade in hand. Cooked nade in hand. Oh. Gets a knock, but gets killed by Otto in the process. And this is just what Turbo Banan and his friends from the old grumpy man needed if they would be willing to push. Dude, you know, they are only 3 and there's 1 knock. Push. Now it's too late, though. Nice knock by Forkman against Otto. Holy smokes. Those shots. Gwen said Straight needs to pop off. He had no kill so far, so Straight pop off. Ah, Beastie. Almost knocked there by Fodus. Oh no, Turbo Banan gets knocked. Tap with the knock. With the flush against Turbo Banan. Fortman, Fodus. Straight, they need to move. There's only Tab left. Trying to face off against Forkman. Molly in hand. Oh. Unfortunately stopped. And that's it. GG well played. Forkman gets the last kill. And therefore, the old grumpy man get their 9-kill chicken dinner. But the Titanic soldiers got 13 kills with 2,475 damage and 8 assists. So kill, damage, and assist count goes to them. I'm going to hop over for a quick break and then I'll be back with you for match number 5 of the evening and our first match on Erangel. And another round bites the dust. We are almost back. 152 points for Suriname already. Well, we have 134 for the Division Vikings. Following them, we have Periculum Tormentum with 122 points. After that, 106 points for two teams, namely Amigos Locos and Perpetual Failure. Then we have 97 points for 354 Esports, barely just clawing that 100-point mark. Same goes for Zombie Gamers Plus with 96, and the Titanic Soldiers with 95 points. Then we have 90 points each for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage and the Blue Zone Wanderers. 89 points, so 1 point less for NWP. 71 for the Thirst Traps. 69 for the Old Grumpy Man. I guess they are the Old Horny Man now. 50 points for Next Level Gaming. 38 for Nadingar. And 31 for the Valuable Veterans. Let's hop over. Match number 5 of the evening starts. And now we are back on the beautiful map that started it all. It's time for a wrangle. And as you can see, our plane takes effect. Gonna follow the grumpy old bastards rage. And see where they will take us. First to drop out are Periculum Tormentum, followed by the Titanic Soldiers and the Thirst Traps, as well as Perpetual Failure. Then we have 354 Esports, the grumpy old bastards rage. Following them are Sammy Gamers Black and Suriname, as well as the Division Vikings and the Valuable Veterans. Still jumping out of the plane are NWP, Nadingar, and the Old Grumpy Man, as well as the Blue Zone Wanderers. And last but not least, we have Next Level Gaming and Amigos Locos. Tap. Quite close to Boza. Just decides to not go for that car exchange, because there's still a second car over here and another one in the garage, most likely. Well, it's a bike, but yeah, catch my drift. There's still enough cars around. Oh, and this looks like a semi-hot drop. Syntax going for the mansion. Everyone else dodging. Turbo Banan coming back here. So it's a 1 versus 1. Not finding a weapon. Syntax decides to dodge the fight. Well, Turbo already has a shotty in hand. Going up. Not taking the pistol. Level 1 West. 3 times. Another shotty 4 straight. Syntax finally found a smoke. I'm not quite sure why he didn't take the UMP, but that remains a mystery, I guess. He should run now. He's not willing to die to the hands of the Old Grumpy Man. He might want to use this car here, or loot this compound here, but decides against that, and I'm not quite sure where he's running to, because Forkman is quite close there. And it looks like they still think he's there. They are not willing to let go of this. Unfortunately for them, that's in vain. Syntax is not there. Getting picked up now by John here. Hotman might have heard that car. And that's it for that fight so far. Circle shifts to the north. We might have another fight on our hands here. Cleanus running out of that building as Brajanzi and VZ close to him. Brajanzi with the MP5K in hand, waiting for him to show himself. Question is, will Cleanus... He has to go for that fight. VZ and Brajanzi are searching for him. Spike's parked over there. Gets the first one. Flush is confirmed. That's the most important thing. And VZ almost knocked as well. Oh, that molly is perfect. And Clean is with another knock. Gets a second kill in for the grumpy old bastard's rage, saying, all right, guys, this is my hole now. So first 2 kills this round. Well, we see another drive-by over here. John and Syntax getting some shots in against NWP. Like I said, circle shifted to the northern part of the map. So everyone who decided to play the southern style needs to change their destination. Oh, this might be interesting. Thing is with the knock against Shaq. Shaq in the shack. Emergency pickup called twice. Once by Storanam, who are only using half of it, with Kelly and Vladen over here. Searching for a possible location. The grannies over here might be interesting for them. Or even one of those points. We have an airdrop over here. Hello, little one. How you doing? Those are nice. Broken now with the knock against Pearts. There was this fight here. I'm not quite sure what Broken is, though. Oh, he's there. Right, well. Pump up with a kill against Necro. That happened over here somewhere, I guess. Or maybe here. Yeah. There. That was Necro's last resting place, unfortunately. A lot of movement on the map. And a lot of shots and fights here. Is it retreating? Shots by Tab. More rotations coming in from all sides. Bob, bro. There was a bit of rubber banding. Trying his luck. I'm not quite sure that direction is where you want to go. But you do you, bro. Shots coming in. Might be able to play the trenches down here. He's willing to do so, but it looks like he wants to go for the gas station, where we already have the Montour. So Rabarbro needs to take another direction again. Trying that drive-by against the Montour is not a wise decision. Gets shot at an almost kill now. Running away, but he barely survives. Clinging to life, and the lawyer running over Sata. Again, the Blue Zone Wanderers facing off against Amigos Locos. Oh, nice tack. I'm not quite sure why they don't push him. It's 4 against 1. We have any other fights doing? Except for that, it's not looking like it. Stormer now with the knock against Rabarbro. Yeah, it looks like every other fight has been solved. I want to just running him over before he can drop any more loot. Shots coming in from above from the teammates of the Titanic soldiers. Both are with the knock against Shaq again on range here. So not much happening. Hills with some shots here in the grannies. Saying, right, I am here together with Beastie. No dice in going here. Over here. On the outskirts of the, well, quite sure if you want to call this lake. And of course, the ghost town, we have NWP above them with Stornam, as well as Perpetual Figure over here with Stalcy and Spectro. Just waiting here. Happening in the back, we have the Titanic Soldiers running now with the kill. And it's now only Avio, last player for Amigos Locos. Circle shifts again with a hard shift to the north. Holy smokes. This is not good for most of the teams. Avio might make it somewhere around here, I guess. Or here he will put up his tent. Good vibes. Be the first one to get in trouble here. Maybe playing the gas station is not an unwise decision. That's in the direction of the Division Vikings. Where do they want to go? Back we can see an airdrop. Dropping down on top of the hill. Good for the Titanic Soldiers. Just got another one, and there's a car. Just rolling down the hill. Oh. Russia's coming in. Rotation from Periculum Tormentum. WP with a knock against Otto. For Beto for a while. Yeah, that wasn't the best. Retro with the kill against Beastie. Below him, there's still Otto and Ilse. Which just leaves one right above him. It's Tab. There's Stalcy in front of him. Spectro taking the flush against Ilse. Tab, you need to push, bro. You need to push. And that's it for Thumby Gamers Black on rank 16 in match 5. Spectro needs to retreat. Take 1, take twice, takes 3 times. Nimsy with the kill. Amigos Locos eliminated as well. Franny gets a kill for the Blues and Wanderers. It looks like they were hunting him, but I guess he was just running into them, or they were just running into him. It looks like, yeah, he died around here. And, well, he played the same rotation the Blues and Wanderers took, so there wasn't really out of the ordinary. Syntax over here for Next Level Gaming. Searching for a possible spot to play. Well, we can see the old grumpy man was Forkman over here. Bro, you see Syntax right in front of you. Man, I know, well, I know he's there. You don't, so. Fang with a knock against Turbo Banan. Otis thinking about rescuing him. We can see the car already going. Hold it now. Right. No car. That's coming in from above. That should be it for Turbo Banan. Oh, Syntax knocked by Forkman, who finally saw him. And that was just rescue in the last second over here. Turbo Banan, 10 HP. Again, back on his feet. Well, Syntax got killed by Forkman. All shots by Sensi in the direction of the Blue Zone Wanderers. Circle shifted in favor of the position from the Dingar. Or shooting at the emergency pickup where no one with it. Spectro finds some bullets from Sosuke. Or, well, Sosuke found him and gifted him some bullets. Nice tag. Jenga still searching for Spectro. Cynic spotted by Soda. Takes the M4, man. Take the M4. Sees him, sprays both sides. Gets a knock in. John with a knock against Kiel here. Gets knocked as well. Molly in hand, but gets the nade in against Kiel. So this just leaves Jenga as last survivor here for NLG. Running into the fake security of the circle. Spectre knocked in the meantime. You can go in for the rest. We can see that Leffa is quite close here to the old grumpy man. Might have seen Turbo on there. Taking their cars, going for the rotation. Sensi. Some shots coming in. Soda with the knock and flush against John. Cynic dies to the blue as well. Can see Stritch driving over here. Making it to the... Oh, good position in the circle. They also see knock against Sorbobanan. Koshba with the knock against Straight. There's with a flush. Last round, the old grumpy man got the chicken dinner. This round is not looking too good for them. Jenga now with the double knock here against Sosuke and Soda. Not too fond of them after they killed his teammates. Taking the car. Going for a joyride. Not quite sure that's the direction you want to go. And get stuck, and that should be it for him. Spectro back on his feet. Jenga gets tagged. Spectro knocked though by Renzarin. And Jenga again with the knock here. Holy smokes. Might be able to get the kill against Spectro if he's lucky. But need to push up the hill though. Botus and Forkman eliminated. Or Grumpy Man out on rank 14. Taking on that kill. Dolma moving. Still has Stalsy above him. And Stalsy takes that angle. And that's it for Jenga. Glinting eliminated as well. Over here. The circle's quite stacked with teams. Stalsy, the last remaining player. Some shots over everywhere. Family with nade in hand in the direction of Illusi and Latu. Latu gets tagged. And back over here. Good vibes now. Knocks against two players. Latu, the last remaining player now. Finds Bamley. Oh, gets tagged twice by Macbrich. Oh, with a nade against Shaq. Latu has the possible nade in hand. against Murray. Quite sure if he's willing to do that. Good vibes. Killed finally. Break. Moving forwards. Alright, I'm gonna save you, bro. For the rest here. Gets tagged once. Gets tagged twice. Might lose his life. At least he's in the circle. Hop over to the valuable vet. No. To this fight here. The lawyer, the last remaining player for the Blue Zone Wanderers. Nathan Hans, 3 HP remained for him. Ate a bit too far. Was able to push through with the first 8. Last man standing for the Blue Zone Wanderers now. Mage. Well, not too bad. Gets a knock in against Leffer. Stalcy still alive. Running to resurrection. Last 3 knock now. Dark Lord with a knock against Sensi. So this just means there's only Valeos left on his feet. Who just cancelled that race. Saw Nimsy. Then saw Nimsy. Then see Nimsy. And there, Perpetual Fear. Eliminated Saucy found by Soda. Periculum Tormentum eliminated by the Blue Zone Wanderers. And the Titanic Soldiers. Over here, Frane is still alive. As well as New Lawyer. Then down here, all the way, and the only team currently, or one of the only teams in the circle. That's Ndingar. Good position. Markbridge spotted by Letu. Ah, nice tags. He's not able to get that final kill in. And one final shot is missing. That's the kill. Nice tags. Tagged by Vodka Lover now. We're hopping over to this fight. No, that's not the right fight. Aru facing off against the old grumpy bastard's Rage. The old bastard's Rage. My fault. Got to killed by Mark Break. Linus gets the flush against Kokopoo. And WP eliminated on rank 8. Linus tagged by Aru. Will he clutch or will he get kicked? Gets a knock in, but no, gets killed by Lagans. But Lagans gets knocked by Vladen. Coming in from behind is the next team with Storanam. Nate might be... Oh no, not too good. Linus needs to move now. Gets a knock in against Soda, but gets killed by Vladen. And therefore Storanam survives another fight. But the next team is already advancing. The Titanic Soldiers took part, or heard that fight. Nimsy and Dark Lord. Nate might be good. Well, a bit too short, but good direction. Car blow it up and that's it. Well played, that Nate by Nimsy. Well done. Cleanest gets his kill, though. And that's it. We're down to 4. 1 player left for the team of the Thirst Traps, which is Makbro over here. Then we have the Blue Zone Wanderers with 2, as well as the Titanic Soldiers. There's Dark Lord and Nimsy. Oh, Nimsy. Oh, Nimsy. Nimsy! Well... That was short, I might say. 3, 4. Dark Lord now, the last remaining Titanic Soldier, and most likely our winners of this match. With only 1 kill so far by Stormmoor. We have Ndingar in a very, very good position here. Mark Break, Dark Lord, and the Blue Zone Wanderers. Okay, easily and Storm almost have the exact same angle. With our Wondrous moving forwards. There's an airdrop at Dark Lord's position. They saw him. They'll fight against him. First Buff's eliminated. The Monter gets a kill against Markbreak. They're searching for that kill. Dark Lord almost gets a knock-in. Gets a knock-in against the first one. Nice tags against Niloya. Healing Nathan Han. That might be. That is a perfect one. Almost. And it is perfect. Niloya and Fran now, the last remaining two players for the Blue Zone Wanderers. Facing off against Ndingar. This most likely will be the chicken dinner for Ndingar. Finally getting them further apart from the valuable veterans. And that's it. Niloya takes his matters into the own hands with that nade. And Ndingar gets a win-win chicken dinner with 2 kills. 11 kills though for the Blue Zone Wanderers, 1,607 damage for the Grumpy Old Bastard's Rage, and 4 assists for the Blue Zone Wanderers as well. That means we are done with match number 5. We'll hop over for a quick break and then I'll be back with you for the last match of the evening. Match number 6, our last match on Erangel. So we are almost back for match number 18, but before that we have an updated leaderboard for you. 163 points for Storanam now, leading the pack with almost 30 points in front of the division Vikings. Third place for Periculum Tormentum with 128 points. The Blue Zone Wanderers and Perpetual Feia make it to 112 and 111 points. 106 for Amigos Locos, 105 for the Titanic Soldiers, and 102 for 354 Esports. But that does not include our triple digits, because we still have the old grumpy man with exactly 100 points on rank number 9. Following them, our semi-game is Black with 96 points, 93 for NWP, 77 for the Thirst Trap, 70 for the old grumpy man, 53 and 50 for Next Level Gaming, and Nadingar finally getting away there from the valuable veterans with their chicken dinner. And the valuable veterans, last but not least, are on rank number 16 with all the points for their rank number, so 32. Nonetheless, we'll hop over. Match number 6 awaits us now. As you can see, match number 18 in total. This is the end of day 3 of the PUBG Nordic League Season 6. But we still have some more games to follow. But before that, this will be our plane for the last match. Let's hop over, follow the players, follow the game. As you can see, our plane starts below the Snovka Island and will end roughly above Stolba. First to drop out are the Thirst Traps. Following them are the players from Amigos Locos and the Division Vikings. I wanted to say Divine Vikings, but, well, it would work one way or another. The Blue Zone Wanderers, as well as Storanam, Perpetual Feia, Nadingar. Then we have the valuable veterans, Grumpy Old Bastards Rage, the Old Grumpy Man. And, of course, Sami Game is Black, as well as NWP, Titanic Soldiers, and Periculum Tormentum. And last but not least, we have 354 Esports and Next Level Gaming. Only one team decided to go for Sosnovka Island, which is the team from the Thirst Traps. While we do have a light, well, maybe hot drop here between Periculum Tormentum and the Titanic Soldiers. Let's see where our... Oh, we're gonna hop over here quickly. As we can see, Rabarbro taking hold of the car. This is not looking good for Leffa and Cincy. Cincy knocked by Nimsy. Leffa trying to get to the tree to safety. But it's, well, stuck. Rabarbro from the one side. Teammate from the other. And there is the knock. Leffa knocked. And this is, well, the worst start Periculum Tormentum could have wished for. In this case. Where we have Dark Lord over here with some more shots in the direction of Periculum Tormentum. Not able to get a knock in, but he tries to get Valaus. Titanic Soldiers now going hunting, it seems. We still have our circle shifted to the north. Good position right here in Rozhok. I'm stuck in a tree here. For the Sami Game is Black, we might have an end circle around here-ish. So this road here, this dirt road, might be our spot in the end. Or something over here. Most likely endings with that circle. Periculum's Tormentum's last two players make it to North George. While we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, 6 and a half teams out of the circle so far. Everyone else almost in there. Turbo Banan and Easily Queasy for the Old Grumpy Man and Nading are not in yet, but they'll get in sooner or later. So let's see. There will not be that much action for the moment. So we'll do some scenic flights here. Throw Milta. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, Whee. Over the table, under the door. I'm not quite sure what this says. I guess it's something... I'm missing the word for mice now. Give me a second. Something about corn, I guess. So, because we obviously have a lot of corn over here. Question is it naturally grown? Or is it enhanced? Valuable veterans on the rotation. Otto might have... That's not Otto. Wanted to say Otto might have had the option to get some shots in. Valkyrie, Ichiban broken, and Shaq now push him. Tim also quite close. Otto now right here. Did he see Tim there? No. But Tim saw him, I guess. Trying to get away. Is he able to do so? Tim with these shots. Nate in hand as well. But Otto makes it out of that compound for now. Is able to retreat to his teammates. And therefore, Sammy Game is Black is still alive with all 4 players. We only lost 2 so far. Uh-oh. Don't drop down there. Don't do it. Bro, you slow. You're really slow there. Why? Oh, come on, Otto. Why don't you drive down here? Could have done that without issues. No, you decide to go for the lowest possible solution. Jokes aside, that was semi-optimal. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Kokopoo says, all right, that drop is for me. And I guess it had an MK14. No, a Groza. So now he's using 2 types of ammo. I'm not quite sure if he will play the Groza. The back we can see Cynic and Syntax in a car. Kokopoo decides to not go for that. Or we can see... Oh my god, the lawyer knocking out Bang Bang Bing. Oh, tire pop against Mare, who's flipping. Good vibes also quite close here to Fang. He's Fang on top of the tank. Late in hand. I'm not quite sure way through that. Family coming close, going for that drive-by try. Might pay that with his life, though. 7 HP remain. Good vibes. Nade. Perfect nade against Ronnie. Fang back on his feet, though. Good vibes has no additional nade. Pushing closer, though. Nice shots. Gets another knock in against Fang. And another one. Oh, Mari, the last man standing here. Luzone, that... Oh, that nade is not good. Oh, and he just jumps out and... Wow, that was a close encounter. Murray barely got those kills in. Oh my god, nade in hand, and Pampo and Eloya wasn't able. Good thing though. He wasn't fast enough, and not reaction fast enough to get that kill in. Murray had the chance and time to get his weapon back in hand after throwing that nade. And getting that kill in. Holy shit, what action. Oh my god. Please, someone clip that. So, we are back with more action right here in the circle. Because that was our fight out of the circle. Renzarin, I'm not quite sure what you're doing over here. Retreating already from Falkman. Shots against Street, maybe. Oh. Next Level Gaming decides to play it safe-ish for now. Alright. Back to more action. So, I doubt we'll have anything serious happening in the near future or not. Considering that our circle shifted to the north again, we have a lot of teams that need to make a move. And, well, this right here might be a possible end circle as well. Considering that circle now. Which is quite close to our last circle. We still have Curriculum Tormentum over there. We still have 3 players for the Thirst Traps there. Barrow and Rabarbro. Over here might get some unwanted visitors. Bray is good. Nimsy with the first knock against Beastie. And Summer Game is Black lose their first player as well. And then we have Musculinting over here. Quite close to Laparo, who's just waiting for him to show his head. Barely makes it. Nate coming out. That Nate is not good. 3 HP remained for Musculinting. We'll hop over here. Spectre installs. He just stopped driving. Again with the possible knock. Maybe. Nope. Does not make it. More shots coming out. Starsea and Spectro saying, well, let's maybe try to go for the hunt or not. Or, well, I don't know. Car almost blown. And if they are unlucky, they will just run into Greytoe. Or not. Tab with the knock against Broken. Flush confirmed as well. Yes. They're running right into Greytoe. Shots fired. Headshot. And car explosion. 3, 2, 1. Greytoe with another attack against Ills. Shaq with the kill against Tab. Greytoe with a knock against Ills. And this just leaves Otto. His last remaining player for Summy Game is Black so far. And Zaren making a move. Silently approaching. Flush confirmed. Ren already retreating says, nah, I don't want to push my luck here. With running into Otto. Aside from that, so far, circle looks clean. Zaren might drive into the thirst traps here. Just searching for a possible spot to play. Nice headshot over here. But not against the thirst traps. They will try to play this little shack here. fired over here. Necro knocked by the grumpy old bastard's rage. And IVO does not like that one single bit. But it's a fight for the blue zone. Both teams need to make a move. Oh, this was a knock against Spectro. It's a fight between the old grumpy man and Perpetual Failure. All 4 players left for the grumpy old bastard's rage. Nice shots over there. So they're knocked through falling. No, killed through falling. Good vibes with the knock against VD. Time Ronan has a nice angle against both, but gets no luck in the knock there. Another attack. They're trying to use the emergency pickup, it seems. Explosion. Dancing around, yeah. Using the emergency cover as well. Oh, no, what? How? How did they survive that? Oh no, Leggins. Well, he got shot out of the air. Sato with that kill for the Amigos Locos. We're quite loco. Next circle shift in favor of the little lake over here. Prajanti and Kokopu in Yasnaya quite close to Ndingar in a good position. The Mantor might get some unwanted friends. Prajanti with a knock against Stormer. Whoops, fella. Greato. Got against the Mantor. And now right in front of him, he can see Bowser smash. And Preets arrive. And the knock is ready. Preets successful against Greato. Bowser knocked though. Question is, can they get him back? Well, we have Next Level Gaming fighting against the Division Vikings. Nick has an airdrop quite close to him. I guess there's a DBS in there, maybe? Oh. Someone else took... Oh. There we go. Syntax. Oh! What a knock! Right in the jump. Krisu is knocked. Holy smokes. What a shot. Sasuke coming in from above. Leto with a knock against Jenga. Walkman with a knock against Jan. Push it, Sasuke, push it. You can do it. You can see Illusi there. See, using the car to get to Krisu. Smoke will fade down. 8 in hand. That is a good one. Oh, that is perfect. Sasuke gets a knock and flush. Another knock, another nade in there. And that molly. Not seeing the fate, but at least helping a bit. Syntax knocked by Sasuke. Will get flushed too. Cynic now dancing on the edge of the blue. And he gets killed by Pelty. Who just happens to have a car and drive over here. I get shot by Bam Lee. Rajanzi killed. Stormer knocked by Cleanus. Kill goes to Cleanus as well, bleeding out. Storinam tried to steal that one though. Oh, nice headshot from Muscle against Kirin. How? It said car explosion. This car is not exploded. I guess he was too low and crashed into that little rock here. So, unfortunately, Shaq is eliminated as well. Him trying to find a position to play quite close to the Titanic soldiers. turning his back to them is not the best you can do. Dark Lord still checking where Green Shaban is at. We go just to this position here. Tim is in the worst position possible. Green losing his car. Gets tagged and knocked, and that's it for him. Valuable veterans only left with one man standing, which is Tim. We still have Otto for Sammy Game is Black, who's barely out of the circle. Vodka Lava. And the Montour facing off against Storanam. Landing right here with a mighty nade. Valuable veterans eliminated. Tim found by Dark Lord. Another nade. That's good. That gets a flush done. Well, it worked. I didn't think it worked. Or it would work, but it worked. Oh, the Montour almost knocked. It gets knocked. Easily now the last remaining player. Or Ndingar. Also the last player. For Sammy Game is Black. Division Vikings eliminated. Pelty got killed. Will follow easily. And he tries to get the kill in against Bamley, or the knock against Bamley, and is not able to. Or from the side. Otto still alive. Still hasn't been found. 11 teams left. Kokopoo and Aru, the last two players. And they're quite far apart here. As you can see. We got Kokopoo over here and Aru over there. That's a mighty split, I might add. RVO, the last player for Amigos Locos. Shots fired against Backthrow and Legan by the Titanic soldiers. Losing car after car, tire after tire. Barbaro. I'm not quite sure he's trying to get an angle in. Aru knocked by the circle. Just leaves Kokopoo. Fend off on his own. Oh, and Kokopoo spotted there. And that's it. Otto killed as well by Kjell, which means our only snake right here is RVO in that shack. Close to MWP. Still up with 3 perts. Moved forwards. Might have a chance against Gjorma and Renzaren. He still has 4 nades. Kjell knocked. Vladin killed as well, which means we are losing Storinam on rank 8. Muscle comes closer. Oh! And gets an orc, unfortunately. That was what I wanted to do. Very unfortunately. I didn't want to jump away there. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Sometimes the observer mode sings. First traps eliminated as well on rank 7. Which means we're down to 5 because the grumpy old bastards are down 2. Venus was found there. This means we're down to 5 teams with 15 players. So roughly 3 players per team. 4 players left for the old grumpy man again. 4 players left for Bet You'll Figure. 3 players left for the Titanic Soldiers. 1 player left for Amigos Locos and 3 players left as well for NWP. Dark Lord within flush against Masculinting. Turbo Banan spotted by Renzaren. 1, 2, 3 tags, and that's it for him. Stops with a nade. Ah, that will be too short. Oh no. Oh no. Not too bad. Could have jumped and it would have been even closer. Still though, all 4 players left for the old grumpy man. You can not Fotis coming in from the side. Spectro with the kill against Laparo. Bro, Fotis, peek over that ridge and you get Spectro. Peek over that ridge. Take your pennies, peek over the ridge, get the kill. Point taken. Oh man, how can you whip that? In the meantime, we lose the Titanic soldiers. Stret kills himself with an 8 Turbo Banan. The last man standing over here for the old grumpy man. Fotis on the other side who whiffed his spray. Renzaren knocked by Avio there. One more point on the board, maybe. For Amigos Locos. He's... Turbo Banan gets a knock as well. Has to watch out though. Molly. By Muscle. It's not looking too bad for Periculum Tormentum. Avio burning. Ring of Fire. That Ring of Fire. Muscle and Gjorma still alive. Same goes for Fotis and Spectro. These are our last 4 players. I'm not quite sure why Fotis is not looking in the direction of Spectro. Just focusing on the other direction. 13 kills for NWP. Shots coming in the direction of Spectro. Gjorma playing the edge here. Nice tags. Muscle moving forwards. You can do as he wishes. Fotis still unsure if he should go for that kill or not. He's the only one in his circle so far. Gjorma made it too, but just barely to the edge. 4 kills for the old grumpy man. Perpetual failure with 3. No vest anymore for Spectro. Muscle. Not sure what to do. Gjorma. Can't see Fotis from there. Just has to peek over the ridge. 686 damage for him already. He knows that Spectro is there. But he's not willing to take that risk peeking over the ridge to get spotted by Muscle or Gjorma. Oh, nice tags. Almost getting the knock against Muscle. Spectro running forwards, trying to dance out Gjorma and Muscle. That's working out great in his favor. And now Gjorma gets a kill. Perpetual failure eliminated on rank 3. And we see a bit of dancing here from Fotis. 1 against 2. The old grumpy man could get the back-to-back chicken dinner. Nice tags. And he gets a knock against Muscle. Huge. Gjorma says, I'm going to go for the rest. Taking it, playing it safe. Fotis with a car of his own, though. Oh, 3 HP remain. He's able to get behind that tree. Gjorma going for the race, while Fotis... Not quite sure what Fotis did. Using that smoke, maybe. Oh, he only has bandies. Well, that's bad for him. Gets tagged once. 2 HP remain. Gjorma with nade in hand. And that is not too good. More nades coming out. Fotis still says, alright, I'm going to try it. No vest. Well, no helmet. Just a level 2 vest, which is almost broken. Muscle most likely will have the off angle here against him. Sees him. One shot, one headshot is all it takes against Fotis. And that's it. Jorma with the kill. GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner for NWP again with 15 kills. They need some time to pop off, but when they do, it's with more than 10 kills. 2,412 damage and 7 assists. Gets them another chicken dinner today. So we'll check out how the teams fared in total. NWP had 93 points prior, but adds another 25, which means they have 180 now. That gets them up the ranks quite hard into the top 5 at least. The old Grumpy Man, 4 points plus 6 placement points means 10 points additionally, 80 points in total. Perpetual Failure, 3 plus 5 means 8, which gets them 119 in total. So 1 point in front of NWP, who were on 11th place prior. Amigos Locos with 3 points, plus the, let me guess, 4 placement points means 7 in total. They had 106, so 113 for them. They will drop below NWP. Titanic Soldiers with 7, plus 3 placement points means 10 in total. That gets them 115. They are still also behind NWP. The Grumpy Old Bastards Rage take 3 for their kills and 2 for placement means 5. That gets them an even 105. So they'll stay behind them too. Then we have Thirst Traps with 10 kills and an additional placement point. They have 11. So that means in total they have 88 points. No change for them, most likely. Then we have Storanam with 6 points for kills and 1 for placement. So 7 in total makes it an even 170. 354 Esports without points. So that means they'll stay at 102, drop down to the lower half of the leaderboard. Sammy Game is Black with 1 point through kills by Tab. Means they now have 97 points. Just barely did not make it to the triple digits. Periculum Tormentum, no points for them, so they stay at 128. Then we have Nadinga with 1 point. That gets them 51 points in total. No change for them as well. Division Vikings, 4 points through kills. They have 140 points in total now. The valuable veterans get 2 points. That means they have 34 in total. Next Level Gaming, no points. They'll stay at their 53 points. So that means Nadinga gets a point closer. And the Blue Zone Wanderers, 1 point means they have 113 in total. They will move down a bit too, because at least NWP will get in front of them. Let's hop over to the final leaderboard to show it to you again. Just not get my talk for granted here. 170 points for Storanam with an even 100 kills. Then we have the Division Vikings with 140 points, even with 90 kills. 128 points for Periculum Tormentum on rank 3. Perpetual Failure on rank 4 with 119 points. 1 point more than NWP has on rank 5 now. They moved up the ranks quite hard from 11th place. But that shows everything is possible. Titanic Soldiers with 115 points on rank 6. Then we have 113 each for Amigos Locos and the Blue Zone Wanderers, with Amigos Locos having more placement points. Therefore, the upper hand when it comes right here to the placement in the leaderboard. In the second half of the leaderboard, we have 105 points for the Grumpy Old Bastards Rage and 102 for 354 Esports, dropping down a bit. Summer Game is Black with 97 points, just barely not making the triple digits, like I said. Surf Trap with 88 points. Then we have 80 points for the Old Grumpy Man, 53 and 51 for Next Level Gaming and the Dinger. And last but not least, Valuable Veterans with 34. And that's it for today. I hope I'll see you again next week for the next game day of the PUBG Nordic League Season 6. And thank you again for all the follows and the support. It means a lot to me. And I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Have a beautiful evening and a great weekend.